What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another somewhat exciting video on the channel. We are going to be doing some multi-species fishing today with the old hot spoon. You guys have seen those videos on my channel before, and they are definitely my go-to bread and butter presentation this time of year in the dog days of summer, because it has just been ungodly hot. But today was finally the first day where we had a big storm front roll through overnight into the morning. Blew a lot of those hot temperatures out. The high today was definitely under 90 degrees. Cloud cover, it was absolutely amazing. But unfortunately, I do have to apologize for some very obnoxious wind noise in this video, because it only took me probably through half the trip to realize that my new amazing microphone was actually not on. But such is the life of an amateur YouTuber like myself. So anyway, hope you guys enjoy this one. Aside from the wind noise, I promise that it does get better, but I'm gonna go out and show you guys how to fish a spoon up on shallow flats in the summertime for anything and everything that bites, and we caught definitely everything today. So again, hope you guys enjoy this one. We will see you at the end of the video. All right, well, we are on the spot here. We're just actually drifting up to it. And speaking of drifts, we actually, with this kind of southeast wind, have the perfect drift to just set up a nice drift on the spot here. So we are going to be fishing, like I said in the intro, spoons today. So this is a 3/8 ounce hot spoon from my buddy Eric up in Wisconsin. Been using these for like the last year and a half now. I mean, they're super similar to Bing spoons, but these hot spoons have much better terminal tackle on them, so much better hooks. I'm all about much better hooks. But we're going to be throwing this on the 7-1 medium fast Fox River rod, 2000 size PC Fun Captain Reel, 10-pound braid to a 14-pound fluorocarbon leader. And the reason I use heavier fluorocarbon leaders on this deal is just because a lot of times when you're working the spoons, the treble hook has a tendency to get tangled up in the leader, which can make things very obnoxious when you can't keep a bait in the water. So it doesn't matter, you could use 14, 17. I know some guys that use up to 20. All that matters is keeping that bait free so that you can snap it along the bottom and catch every drum in North America. But yeah, I mean, as far as the spot itself, we've got super deep water off back behind us, like 40, 50 feet deep. And then we were drifting right up onto this big mud flat with a bunch of rock on it. Spans, I don't know, about a football field and a half. But yeah, with this nice wind, it will be nice to just set up a drift here, not really have to worry about being spot locked, unless we get on a crazy big school of fish, and then we can hit spot lock. But for right now, I'm pretty comfortable with the drift. So we fish the spoons very similar to how I fish a jigging wrap or any glide bait, but we let that bait get down to bottom, and then you can either do sharp little pops like you would a jigging wrap, or you can kind of do a slower little sharp pull as opposed to the snap. But I mean, you guys can see, just like a jigging wrap, my arm doesn't even really move. It's all in the wrist. And we're blowing over some fish here. So there's fish up here. With the wind today, I don't know, we're only going to be fishing maybe like 7 to 13 feet max. So I might kind of upsize our spoon to a 1/2 ounce from a 3/8, but we'll just kind of make this first drift here and see what happens. But bottom contact is key. Getting that bait straight down to the fish and keeping it down there, because when they're up this shallow, you'll see a lot of them right on the bottom. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's see if we can catch a drum or a white bass or a sauger, anything. I don't even care. I'm just really happy that it's not 169 degrees. Oh God, they're blasting on the surface back behind us. I don't know if I can get to them. Crap. No way with the wind. No way. Oh man. I don't know. Can you guys see them out there? Maybe I'll try and zoom in. They're crushing shad on top right now. Normally I don't do this type of thing, but we're the only ones out here, so might as well. It's hard to fish a spoon when they're on top, you know it? There we go. Oh, I lost him. Yeah, I heard this noise like there was a boat coming up behind me or something, but lo and behold, they were busting shad on top. All white bass though. This lake does not have wipers in it, so it's just the white bass. But just as fast as they get up on top and start doing it, they're just done. I'm sure they're still around. Yeah, it's windy, so we're gonna upsize our spoon to a 1/2 ounce guy. The 1/2 ounce chartreuse crush. I have a crush, and it's on the chartreuse crush. Now, truth be told, I really do prefer a 1/2 ounce spoon over a 3/8, just because I like fishing aggressive. There we go. He came back and got it. First, well, it's the second fish. Oh my God. It's already beginning. It's already beginning. There's a lot of drum on this flat, I'm not gonna lie. It's just gonna be a byproduct. But if Aaron can make videos with lots of drum and put on a damn drum tournament, I should be able to catch them too, you know what I'm saying? Back to the drift, back to the drift, back to the drift, back to the drift, back to the drift. Cover water, cover, oh my God, it's a fish. Oh. Hey, I was very transparent in the beginning of the video that we would not be catching giants, but rather an array of fish. Look at that, a smorgasbord, if you will. A black crappie on the 1/2 ounce hot spoon. Hot spoons catch everything, boys and girls. And today, we are equal opportunity enjoyers. Whoa! I love it. I love black crappies. We don't have quite the amount of black crappies down here in Kansas as up north. So whenever we do catch black crappies, I love them. That was cool. I was just reeling my bait in. Oh, big sauger, dude. Big sauger. That was freaking cool. He's barely hooked too. I was literally just reeling in my bait. Oh, we're gonna have to get the net. Just burning my spoon back in to make another cast and flip around. Oh God. And I just got hammered. And we got him. Well, that's neat. That was the one species that I was like truly hoping for to get on this lake here. Or at least a couple saugers, and I don't really keep them from this lake. They gotta be 18 inches. I don't know if this guy would quite make it, but no walleyes in this lake though, just saugers. Pretty cool though. That's a nice, I don't know. We'll put them on the aqua traction, but probably a 17 and a half. On the chartreuse crush hot spoon. On the aqua traction here, crude measurement comes to be about 17, right at 17, so he'll be next year's crop, fella. Prettiest fish in the whole entire world. Bye. Okay, so things are good. The chartreuse line, 1/2 ounce hot spoon is catching them. Oh, come on, dude. I'm getting ready to set up another drift here and they're freaking blasting shad right as I'm driving over top of them. They're literally right there. First drift was good. Like I said, the spot, oh my God, they're really, I should have a swim bait. It's not a super small or not a super big flat, so in big wind, dude, they are just like doing freaking front flips. This is like one of those memes that you see where it's like, tag a buddy who wouldn't catch one when they're blasting all around. Here I am. Oh, they're biting, yeah. That's the one thing. I mean, this lake, at times of the year, certain times of the year, has bigger fish, but beginning of August is not one of them. But you know what? When you can catch 60 of those things, that's pretty fun. This is the VIP release. Especially when they're pooping. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try and zoom in on that. I don't know if you guys can see, but everywhere oh my God. Dude, they're just like, oh, that's cool. That's fun. This isn't quite how I planned the video, but we're still we're not quite post-frontal yet after the weather, and they are bitey. This one feels better. They are active. 2 o'clock, 2:18 in the afternoon. Oh, Mr. Bluefin. It's just fun, you know? They don't all have to be big. Oh, white bass scare me. I'm scared of getting annihilated by their gill plates. Just a nice white bass. Right at the boat. Right at the boat. Tiny. Can't put too many tiny fish in though, because then people are gonna make fun of me. You know, now of course they're right below us here. I don't really, when I set up drifts, I don't really feel like I need live scope too much because I'm drifting a big flat that has a lot of fish that look like that. So I'm just utilizing side imaging. I mean, they're like, pitch them right back behind the boat here. But yeah, like I was trying to say, I did not get one out of that school, but these fish are so transient. I mean, like I said, we're not really on a spot. We're on more of like an area, so to speak. So when those fish don't really have anything to hold tight to, especially white bass being as pelagic as they are, and even the saugers and even the crappies too, they're out here just roaming around on these flats. So that's why, again, not really using live scope too much, just use side imaging, and instead of spot locking, I mean, unless you're on a group of fish that are held tight to a break or a piece of structure or whatever, I'm just setting up a drift. Drifting with the wind, cover a lot of ground, get to the end of your drift, fire up your engine, zip right back to the beginning and do it again. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I knew it was gonna happen. The one thing about this lake as well is there's some big kitty cats and big buffalo. And I'm thinking, well, unless this is a massive drum, oh yeah, big sheep. Aaron's gonna be so jacked. Big sheep. Oh God. Spot lock us here. Big sheep. Oh God. Oh. I gotta put him in the net. Oh, cripes. Yeah. Oh yeah. Barn door, baby, barn door. Big barn door on the hot spoon. Love to see it. I would enter this one in the Wisconsin sheephead shootout. Ooh. Yeah, that one hammered it. Please be a sauger. It's bigger. Hammered it on the fall. I think it is a sauger. I don't think it's a whitey. I don't know. Not super small though. Not a drum. Oh yeah, another nice sauger. That's usually how I can tell. Oh my God. Look at that screen. Whew. Can usually tell the saugers between the white bass because those saugers love to hit it on the fall. They're so aggressive. Nice. Move up front. This one, I don't know. He's kind of a carbon copy of that first one that we caught. He might even be 18. I'm not going to keep any today, but hot spoon in his throat. We love it. Yeah, I would say that storm front got them fired up. That is a dandy right there. Like I said, I love saugers. They're not as pretty as they are when the water's cold, but God, they're just the best, coolest gravel lizards ever. Love you. All right, boys and girls, it's the last spot. I've kind of been bouncing around here, doing a little bit of scouting. Caught a few fish, but nothing of the desired species now. We're on a big, long, shallow point with some rocks on it. What could be better? And wind. Wind all over it too, so. There's not a ton of rock on the spot. I mean, there's enough for there to be a buoy right on it, but I'm not gonna set up a drift. I'm just gonna spot lock here and see how many more sheephead we can catch. See if anybody's home. There's fish. Please be a sauger. It feels like the desired species. Second cast on the spot. Actually, I've never fished this spot before. I've looked at it a ton. Oh yeah, it's him. We're not gonna net this guy. We're gonna boat flip him. I don't know, maybe, should we end the video? I don't know. Hey, you know what? We will say this, that if we don't catch another one, we'll fire up the outro. But if we do, I still got about a half hour before I gotta go catch a couple more of those guys. That's the smallest one of the day. I'm glad that they live here. Like I said, never fished this spot, but it sure has always looked good, and here we are. We'll see if we can get another one. Otherwise, roll the outro. All right, boys and girls, that is going to conclude your spooning session for the day. Gotta go home, get the boat ready for tomorrow. Gotta get some dinner ready. But to recap our spooning session, again, you can make a spooning rod as simple or as complicated as you want. This is just the 7'1" medium FRX from Fox River. You can use the lower end model, the FRH, the 7-foot medium, or even in the FRX line, you can go 6'10" medium, 6'10" medium light. I prefer to have that snappier tip to it. But again, go check out Hot Spoons. I did a video on these guys, couple of these guys last summer. I was stubborn today and did not change colors, but it was working. But they've got a whole array of sizes and colors on there. Spoons catch everything. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can go out and fish for walleye all day and catch crappie, drum, white bass, wiper, northerns if you're up north, muskies, it doesn't even matter. Spoons catch everything. It's not the most lazy man's fishing, so to speak. You know, it is pretty labor intensive, but this time of year when those fish are fed, have plenty to eat, you just gotta get them to react, and the spoon is my favorite way to do it. So go check out all the links in the description below for all the gear listed. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, learned a thing or two. We'll see you on the next video next week.